let's take a look at this opening list here tonight. So it's Ponza. Ponza. Splashy Ponza. A little bit of blue, a little bit of wet Ponza. Blue has made its way in here. We have Thieving Skydiver here, a new card that's been kicked around. I'll stay out of the jokes. So basically, Thieving Skydiver here allows Kicker, and Kicker cannot be 0. So it's a 2-mana, 2/1. It's flying, and when this enters the battlefield, if kicked, we gain control of target artifact with converted mana cost X or less. If that artifact is an equipment, attach it. So we can steal hammers, basically kicking for 1. So 3. You could argue that in most cases this will be actually sitting here, which helps out our curve. Now, if this is coming down on generally 3, remember it cannot be 0. What are we stealing? Well, anything. Just about anything. So we have Liquimetal Coating here. Liquimetal Coating and Karn go together. We all know this from our Red Prison interactions. Play the Karn, go get the Liquimetal Coating from your sideboard. As you see, we have a sideboard for Karn. And then next turn you uptick and kill things with Karn and Liquimetal Coating. However, we've decided to make Ancient Grudge great again, Abrade great again, and Thieving Skydiver. When you really look at what we have here, we have Abrades to kill artifacts, we have Ancient Grudge to kill artifacts, we have Thieving Skydiver to take artifacts. And so by taking or stealing or other things, this list might actually be playing Blood Moon in a way that we've never really seen before. And that is play the Blood Moon and, dare I say, kill the basic. We'll see how that all plays out. Generally speaking, though, that's the general idea here. Very Ponza-like. It's got Uro to have that end game. If you need some life gain or a quick little 6 damage punch here, we get some Bloodbraid Elves, which just spin into just about anything in our list here. Karn package here in the sideboard. Lightning Bolts in the sideboard for quicker matchups. Boils, because we're Ponza. Some Veils, because Cryptic Command. And, you know, just in general, a solid Ponza list with a big nod to playing the Thieving Skydiver. That is the idea. Let's see what you're all saying about this list. And then we'll jump into our league here. It is land destruction, Joe T. It is. It's heavy on it. And we're not playing pillages. We're not playing necessarily Molten Rains and things like that. We're going straight into the just abraded away if we can with a Liquimetal Coating. Keeping in mind that a Arbor Elf plus Utopia Sprawl would let you Liquimetal Coating and abrade a land on turn 2. Garruk Devotion Days no more. Lightning, Liquimetal, and abrade. No shenanigans. No shenanigans was in this list. It was kind of interesting not to see a shenanigans, but none of that. We'll play the list as is. It was a 5-0 list, so I'd like to keep it there. Make Modern great again. Shenanigans is 1 red. It's basically an abrade, but it does the whole you can dredge it. I think I like the idea of Ancient Grudge here because we're probably going to be able to do this twice. And if we have 2 Liquimetal Coatings, it's just going to get nasty. Anyway, we just got to see how it runs here. Ponza, Thieving Ponza, a splashy blue Ponza here in Modern. Let's get to match 1. Let's get to our league. Come on, Dice Factory. That would be just too mean. I guess it's just better to have abrades, honestly. And realistically, we don't want to be just redrawing shenanigans a whole bunch to make our destruction, I think. I think we want to be able to draw into something to progress our game state here. Yeah, we have the Liquimetal Coating and abrade. This has been asked on the Red Prison Discord before, and if this would work. I've never really liked the idea of Liquimetal Coating without like a lot of the abrades or something. Oh, what are you doing over here? But, you know, we just got to see how it all comes together here. All right, we are on the draw. We have an Arbor Elf here. We have some 3 drops. I think we can do better than this. I know we have the Thieving Skydiver, but it's really hard to set up 3 colors here with just a single Windswept Heath. That would be my guess. Also, let's see if MTG Bot works. Oh, it does. Can we scale this down just a little bit here? Karn is back. Hold on, let's make that perfect, right? That'll fit right there, right? Karn is back. Let me know if that positioning looks good. It's a little small on my screen. All right, I think we mulligan this though. One lander makes me really nervous. All right, here's a 2-lander with double Uro and a thieving. This kind of makes me nervous too. Let's go ahead and mulligan this. Let's get a good starting hand. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Renin 6, Utopia, Ancient, Land. Probably can ditch the Ancient and hold on to a Bloodbraid. So we would have Land, Utopia, Sprawl, Renin 6, Bloodbraid, and then get rid of these two. I like having the Ancient Grudge, but we'll find it. 2 lands, Ren, and a Utopia Sprawl looks good. Elvish Reclaimer for our opponent. Alright. Apparently we're just going to make all the colors. All the colors. So we'll put red here initially. And pass the turn. Seems like a reasonable start here. I can play Utopia Sprawl plus Renin 6 and definitely start spinning the wheel with the Bloodbraid Elf. Opponent shocks in here a Temple Garden, leaving themselves with a Elvish Reclaimer. Picking up an extra Bloodbraid Elf, not a bad thing to see here. Let's go ahead and get a Breeding Pool. And we will make more red here. It really shouldn't matter here because I'm going to have Renin 6 picking up like Wooded Foothills, and I can get then more blue or more green or anything like that. We'll have no actions here. Double Bloodbraid though coming up here, and we'll see what this does for us. Can I find an Ancient Grudge and a Liquid Metal Coating, please? Well, that would be nice. Elvish Reclaimer here, using it on the Temple Garden in order to get a Flagstones to help ramp them in the future with the Elvish Reclaimer. Field of the Dead, it's a thing. Does not attack because they're going to ramp with the Flagstones. All right. Change my mind and trying the deck. We're trying to blow up lands. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a fetch land here as well. We have a Bloodbraid Elf. We could down tick on the Elvish Reclaimer, and if we down tick, if I find another Renin 6, we could kill. Definitely a fetch here. Thin the library just ever so slightly here. I think I'm good to just get a, let's get a Stomping Ground tapped. Let's go ahead and uptick to grab the land and we'll play a Bloodbraid Elf. That seems like a reasonable thing to do here. Bloodbraid, spin the wheel. What do we find? We find an Abrade. We'll kill Elvish Reclaimer. That's one way to kill it. My play group is in love with the new Skydiving Ponza Grixis deck. I haven't seen the Grixis version. I saw an Esper version on Goldfish, and I saw the one we're playing here, which is a Teamer one. We'll see how it works out for us. And yeah, we're gonna attack with 3 for the Bloodbraid Elf. Looking good. We got Renin 6. Maybe we can get that up to an emblem and get this Abrade going. Who knows? No extra green just yet for our opponent. In for 3 and pass the turn. Okay. I don't think it's going to be Seasoned Pyromancer. I have a feeling it's just going to be another Bloodbraid Elf here. Spin the wheel. What's interesting is we don't exactly have a way to kill these lands. It's not easy. Oh, Collected Company. What? I thought we were playing against Amulet. Dryad and Ramunot Excavator. Interesting. Did not exactly see that one coming. 2 lands played out of the yard here from Ramunat, Excavator, and Dryad. Interesting. This may be really bad for us. Noble Hierarch here as well. What just happened to us? Why are we playing against a list that is clearly ready to beat Ponza? I don't understand. All right, let's go ahead and shoot the Noble Hierarch. I don't need more fetch lands here. Let's go ahead and put this over here and make blue. Land down and then whoosh, Bloodbraid. Spinning the wheel. I'm gonna go ahead and get a breeding pool out of here as well. Wheel has been spun. We hit a liquid metal coating. That's good for us. And I guess I won't attack because Dryad just blocks Bloodbraid like a champion. All right. We also kind of want to kill this before we end up killing lands. We kind of want to kill Dryad too. Like kill Dryad first, then try to kill this. We have good chances at this. We have a Seasoned Pyromancer, so. New Dryad, all right. That doesn't really change anything. Bojuka Bog here, it's pretty good against Renin 6. Trigger Valakut on Bloodbraid Elf. Extra zombie here. I don't feel very good about this. Renin 6 now dies to Ramunat and Dryad. Okay. I need like an Ancient Grudge here, but even so, I only can kill one of these at a time. Knight of the Reliquary. Oh gosh, another Bloodbraid Elf. So let's play Bloodbraid Elf here. Leaving ourselves red for Seasoned Pyromancer. Spin the wheel. Blood Moon's not bad. I don't have much green, but that's okay. Okay. Little Seasoned Pyromancer behind this. All right. All right, we have something here. Karn can go get bridge. Okay. Things are happening here. Things are happening. Was worried. Shouldn't be. I could take a land here. Taking a land, I have 4, 1, 2, 3, and land Arbor Elf. Boiling game 2. Oh my gosh, Courser plus Elvish Reclaimer. All right, my opponent can get out of Blood Moon problems. Land here. Courser gain life. What am I playing against again? Now we know what's on top because good old Courser of Kruphix being played here. The Galactic Company. There's no Titan in this list. It does look like Green-White Value Town deciding to play the whole amulet package. My opponent slams in for some damage here. Wonder what I'm supposed to block here. If I'm supposed to block and try to kill something. I could do like zombie plus the Ramunat here. Just take kind of the least amount of damage and get rid of a few creatures. I mean, they have another one of these coming, but Karn uptick here would be funny. You like their deck? Their deck is definitely interesting. We got some knights here. We're going to grow Elvish Reclaimers. All this is like 2x. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9 damage right now. I'd really, really, really like a land here. I think that would be the best draw for us. Be able to play kind of everything and get that bridge. Knight of the Reliquary being used here to shuffle away a Ramunat, getting a Bird of Paradise on top and 1 trigger off the Courser of Kruphix. Plays a land here, gains another, and has 1 card left over. Top of the library is a land. Yes! Good stuff. We'll play the land down. Make a little bit of green for this Arbor Elf. We don't have much green, but we have just enough. Karn the Great Creator arrives. Bird, you need to move. Down tick. Yes. Go get a bridge. 1, 2, 3. Slap it down. What are we playing? Red Prison? That's what I thought. Splash green, splash blue. What a night. It's Bant Value Town? Where's their blue? They decided to take the blue out and wreck people. All right, we have Elvish Reclaimer using this to do a check here on the Bird of Paradise. We're going to get rid of that before grabbing whatever. It's a Valakut. Don't need that. They'll probably fetch again with the Knight of Reliquary to take a different draw here, which is what they do as well. Zuzulu. What's up? Welcome. Prime Gaming. Course of Krufix goes to hand here. Goes to main phase and drops this. We'll put their bird nicely down here. What's in our sideboard? We have EE, which I could put on 3, which would blow up this, but it would blow up everything. EE on 3 would be kind of hilarious, but we shouldn't do that. My opponent's putting everything into play from the graveyard because of Dryads, Coursers, and Ramunats. We know it's just a Bird of Paradise next, so the question is, what do we want to grab from the sideboard here? What do we want to grab here? We have Tormod's Crypt, we have a Relic, we have a Pithy Needle. Pithy Needle could stop one of these. We can go get a Worm Coil. We can make a ton of mana and make a pretty big Walking Ballista. One, two, three, four. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can make a 6/6 Walking Ballista and shoot both of these. That might not be a bad idea. They only have a bird. I think it's go get Ballista here. I don't care about their basics right now. I care about the fact that they're getting to shuffle a whole bunch and look for new things. Let's put this down. Let's just make a ton of mana here and shoot the stuff that makes them shuffle. This is 8, 9, there we go. That's an even number. Make big Walking Ballista. 6/6 Walking Ballista seems good. Let's go ahead and shoot this twice. And we'll shoot the Knight of the Reliquary twice as well. Nice. Cool. All right. Take your Bird of Paradise, opponent. We'll work on stripping them off some basics here in a second. That being said, they have Ramunat, so we don't really strip them right now. We got to get rid of the Naga. They also have now a bird, so the bird probably needs to die. But they got another Ramunat coming. No worries there. An extra Blood Moon. It's kind of weird to kill something here with the Liquid Metal because they'll gain life, so let's not do that. And let's just go up here. 1, 2, 3. Let's play Blood Moon. Let's go ahead and shoot bird. We'll pump twice the Walking Ballista and pass back. Ramunats are our next targets here. And the Ramunats are our next targets. There's 2 of them. That way I can actually use the Liquid Metal coating properly. Go ahead, opponent. We've got them pretty much locked out. We're just going to play a little bit quicker here, so just need to hang tight with our friend over there. We'll see when they want to concede. One day they will. We can have 6 through. We know they have nothing that's going to bother us. We'll, again, just kill this when we get the chance to. Bloodbraid's a cool spin the wheel. Let's go ahead and target a Ramunat in case I do get something that would kill off the spin here. Go ahead and spin with Bloodbraid. Hit a Seasoned Pyromancer. Could argue not to use this, but I'm pretty confident I'll be able to play whatever. Cool. I am able to play everything. Looks good. Up ticks. Untap with Arbor Elf. Pump a few times here. Looking pretty good. Just gotta play a little bit quicker. What a good way to start. Go ahead, opponent. Elvish Reclaimer probably coming down. Got 2 Liquimetal Coatings. Played 3 of our Blood Braids. Land played off the top. Plays another land. We'll get around to dealing with these in a little bit. Like I said, I want to kill the Ramunauts or this Elvish Reclaimer. Alright, let's get rid of Elvish Reclaimer next. Windswept on top, not too worried about that. Yes, they can play a few more things and get to another spell. We'll worry about that in a moment. Okay, 1, 2, 3, let's go ahead and play an Uro. Draw a card. Play the land. Let's go ahead and untap. One, two, three, pump. 1, 2, 3, pump. Let's just go up here one more time and pass turn. What if we have here is an old-fashioned Jankoff? What? We have them locked out. It's just a matter of getting to that that point where we're just going to remove Dryads, remove Ramunauts here, and stop my opponent from playing a million lands. Like, Knight of the Reliquary stops them this turn, so they have land in hand, they play the land, they gain the life, all the good stuff here. Would love a way to get rid of something with an artifact. New Karn. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Pump into Walking Ballista here. I can now shoot both Ramunauts down, and I can use Karn twice to get them off white. And now we're gonna start going after everything. This way they can't play anything off the top or from the graveyard here. Let's go ahead and get rid of this white land. Goodbye. And play Karn here. Shoot, which one? This one. Get rid of this white. Untap, 4 mana, pump this, pass turn with 3 mana left. Go, opponent. Take that Knight of Reliquary. Alright, we have a Field of the Dead on top. Ah, there's a Dryad. Alright. Knight of Reliquary. Got to get rid of these Dryads at some point. We got this one coming too. There's an Abrade. Alright. We get to kill a Dryad. That's always positive. Kill you. Let's go ahead and go after another basic here. And then we'll just pump it all in the Walking Ballista and pass the turn. Not really interested in using Uro or Seasoned Pyromancer. So we'll just do all this. And pass the turn here as well. Yeah, no timestamps, it's just basics right now. We weren't worried about Knight of Reliquary anyway. Alright, Skyclave Apparition. Luckily, we will have this cleared out before, because they'll play this Dryad. They should have held this Dryad. My opponent's just silly like that. Alright, so the Skyclave is a little bit worrisome here. Top deck. Ancient Grudge would be great here. Just a land. What do we have? We have Liquimetal, Pithing Needle, Relic, Engineered Explosives. One thing that I could do here is I could kill everything and just give them the Skyclave. If I do that, I could then slam out an Uro as well. And maybe I don't worry about the Skyclave here because I should be able to kill them in like 2 turns. Let's go do that because everything is 3 for them. I'd love to use this ability. Love to go engineered. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. Because we're gonna lose the bridge or something anyway here. So this allows me to do this. Let's go ahead and go here. Let's pop this. You don't like letting them have Field of the Dead? It'll be okay. They don't have any fetch lands except for Windswept Heaths. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. They're fetching now. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We got this. You're worried? Why are you worried? Don't be worried. Don't be worried. We got this. Feel good about this plan. We're trying something here. 2 streams, 2 nights in a row after work. There's a tech edge. Interesting. Maybe doing it at the end of turn? No. We good. Don't worry, everyone. Don't worry. How many lands could they possibly have anyway? Make sure we exile everything so that we can get it back with Karn, which is what we've done here. So we'll have most of this next turn with Karn. Let's go ahead and fetch appropriately here as well. Get a mountain and we'll get a forest. Huh, strange. How'd we do that? That's strange. Where'd this come from? Strange. Look, it's a blood moon. Look, we'll just reset everything. Last God, you worried? Don't worry about it. All right, boils look good here. Maybe lightning bolts. I can still luck sack. Come on now. All right. This would need to be a 5-drop to steal Dryad. We're gonna let them have their Dryad and boil them to death. Gotta be worried about Ramunats. New red counterspell Tybalt something for 2 mana. Good as a sideboard card in Prison. I'll go out and boldly say yes, but I'm worried about what that means. What is Modern like? I joined the stream to learn. Modern is more powerful than Standard, Pioneer, and Historic, and less powerful than Legacy. Definitely want this boil in here. Just not sure what I'm taking out. Wondering if this really is a Thieving Skydiver game or not. Probably still is. I like the bird out for boil. Maybe like an Uro out. I know that seems a little silly, but I think if they just go super wide here, we're just going to be upset. Maybe I don't need these lightning bolts. I'm thinking that I want to get rid of some of the smaller stuff, but they have a lot of X4 stuff, so maybe the lightning bolt doesn't matter. All right, let's submit. I don't think we need to make many changes. This hand looks fantastic. Let's keep. gonna be a fun one, everyone. Get ready. Who's ready? Yes. Fetch Shock Breeding Pool. Nah, I shouldn't do a breeding pool here. That'll die. Let's do a basic. Let's play Arbor Elf. We're gonna be okay. You watch, everyone. We're gonna either play Karn or prep to boil them to death. Noble Hierarch. All right, it's gonna be Karn here going and getting probably, wow, you have Bloodbraid too. Karn, go get Walking Ballista, or maybe, well, I hate to do engineered on 1. We lose kind of a lot there. I'm getting something. What it is, I haven't decided yet. Make red here. Maybe I just get Bloodbraid Elf. I don't know. Walking Ballista here and shooting 2 of these looks really like a good idea. Karn's fairly safe here. And getting a Walking Ballista feels like kind of this safe line versus getting something like Liquid Metal and failing to really do a whole lot here. If they want to use this Elvish Reclaimer, they've got to use it on their creatures here. Or their lands right now. And if we can see them find a Dryad, I can boil stuff away. They can go after Karn here with the Noble Hierarch Exalted trigger, making the Karn have to go up next turn. Not the worst. 3 mana for our opponent. Definitely good to see 3 and not 4 for Collected Company. Knight of the Reliquary. All right, it's a 2/2. Windswept Heath. Attack here. Nice. All right, I like that attack. All right, Karn down here. All right, so we have Bloodbraid Elf. We have Walking Ballista. This is going up regardless. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can make a 3/3 Walking Ballista, which could result in pinging both of these off, setting them back some. Means I only have 1 blocker for this. This doesn't kill me yet. This might have to be chump block with the Walking Ballista to then go get like an EE. Or I could play a Bloodbraid Elf and just see what we spin into. Taking these out does seem like an okay idea. I think I'm pretty happy with taking out the dorks here. We'll lose Walking Ballista. I think it'll be okay, though. Kind of sets them back on some mana here. Gets rid of at least the Exalted one. Oh, we're making green. Oh, I'll try to shoot this one too. Cool. All right, you made green. What does that mean? What are we doing with that green? Nothing. Got it. All right. I actually don't feel too bad here with like Uro as well, just as an option. We fetch Breeding Pool and can do the Uro things before boil. I don't know if we want to get super cute with the boil or not. Getting super cute with the boil here is probably going to cost us if we're not careful. Canopy Vista here and tap 2 cards that we don't know about. They attack with both of these. I'm probably blocking to keep Karn alive here. I like keeping Karn alive here, especially with things like Uro and Bloodbraid Elf. So we're gonna block. And I'll shoot them for 1 here. Cool. Karn's alive still. Kind of want to make Karn part of this game, so feels good there. This is going up. I think this turn's got to be probably Bloodbraid Elf over Uro, because we just don't have that much in the yard here. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel with a Bloodbraid Elf. It's another Arbor Elf. We could play an Uro down here and ramp myself out. This makes us a little bit susceptible to our own boil, but hey, sometimes you've just got to play into it, right? Let's go ahead and get the value out of Uro here and draw a card. I think we're a bit ahead here since my opponent had to play a tap land. And that doesn't stay around, but at least I get like a mountain here. Ooh, Ancient Grudge. All right. Ancient Grudge is an excellent look here. This allows me to maybe do Karn and go get something like Liquimetal Coating and use it twice. Whether I'm going to go after their lands or not remains to be seen here. All right, Flagstone's here. My opponent can use this to ramp. I'd love to see Dry, but it looks like it's going to be Skyclave. Seeing white, white, and red. Skyclave comes down and gets rid of Karn. That's fine. Okay. We have a fetch land. We have the use of an Elvish Reclaimer. Opponent decides not to attack in here. This gives us the ability to potentially get Uro back here in a turn or two, depending on what we can put in the yard. Fetch for my opponent. No follow-up. I feel like this Blood Moon hurts me more right now than it does them. 1, 2, 3. Let's wait a turn here. I know things are going to grow here for this Knight of Reliquary. But I think Blood Moon's just not good for us. Flagstone's used here. Knowing full well that if I do end up boiling my opponent, we lose our blue source for Uro. But this would grow considerably, so let's be careful. Let's be careful. All right, we're just gonna have 6 here. Really not worried about the Blood Moon here because they have 2 things that can go get stuff. This does sacrifice Forest and Plains, where this does sacrifice any land. Just some things that can happen here. All right, we're just going to what appears to be grow Knight of the Reliquary. And do they take it out? We don't know. We don't know. I've never played against this list. It's a scary list. We just don't know. I was expecting Amulet, and instead we're doing this with the Field of the Dead, so... We may go ahead and put down this Blood Moon now. My opponent's deciding to go wider than us. We have a fetch here and 1 unknown card. Just attack with the 6/6 here. Decides not to attack again. It's kind of interesting. Alright, so we hit a land. Suppose to give us the best shot here, we'll go ahead and Blood Moon. Floats white. We have a Purge. We do have a Purge. All right. Purge doesn't allow Blood Moon to hit the yard for the Uro. We'll just pass. I mean, we didn't have much we took out for the boil, so it's not... I'd argue it's not really hurting us. It was going to be either Bird of Paradise or a future Uro, so we'd be maybe 1 card deeper. We can put the Uro back in and just play 1 boil. Especially if we don't see the Dryad. So we'll go ahead and F6 here. My opponent played a land, so they have no other cards here. And the boil is just not going to happen this turn either. Looks like we might get a Frisky here. That's 8. I don't really have to block any of this. so I'm not going to. I guess Karn going get bridge at this point would be our best out. Even going getting like an engineered explosives wouldn't be a bad idea. I have not seen the card, no. I've seen some of the cards. I kept up a little bit with spoilers because I figured people would ask. There goes our breeding pool. They tech edge it. Fetch Shock allows me to get an Uro into play. Fetch Shock puts me to 6. Uro brings me back up to 9 here, draws a card. I guess it's worth at least exploring what we end up drawing. So blue, make more blue here just to see what's the next card anyway. We're doing something. We're gonna go get a Bojuka Bog here. All right. Opponent goes and gets a Bojuka Bog. We'll go ahead and have 6 here and give our opponent the turn back. All right, so we have 7 minutes on their clock, 10 on ours. And yeah, maybe we bring the Boils out and put the Uros back in here. So Field of the Dead's doing its thing. My opponent's playing Purge as one of their answers to Blood Moon. We obviously have Skyclave, which is an answer to our bridge as well. We only have 1 bridge in this entire list. All right. What can we do? Maybe just put the bolts in instead of Boil and bring this Uro back in for something. In place of one like a Braid or something like that, or maybe even a Thieving. The bolts are good against their early creatures. Spider, it kind of is, right? It's an interesting list. Let's take 1 Seasoned Pyromancer out. Now we have 2 Uros here, Lightning Bolts, Braids, got the Thieving. We haven't really seen that work anything. Leaving the Bird of Paradise in the sideboard here, and we'll go ahead and strip the Boils out based on what we ended up seeing. Let's play first. Let's keep this. This gets fun. All right, so let's go ahead and lead Stomping Ground here, Arbor Elf pass turn. If I have to, I'll fetch basic with Misty Rainforest. I prefer not to, but I could always make this blue as the Utopia Sprawl. Wooded Foothills, basic forest, and a Reclaimer here. Top is a Windswept Heath. So the question is, do I just abrade the Reclaimer or the land? This needs 2 to activate. It's probably just abrade the... I want to abrade the land, but it's probably just abrade the Reclaimer here. Which means I have to do red on this now instead of blue, which is fine. I don't have to. I could put blue on this and then untap this and shoot this. Let's do red on this still. Do a liquid metal coating and we'll untap and kill the creature. 3 damage here. All right. Yeah, the ramp is scary. Depends on what lands they have here. A Windswept Heath. It's a Blood Moon. Looks like we're going to... I'm gonna go get a forest here. This could not pay off here if they have a Purge. Because then I won't have the island, but I only have a few things that need the island. So, we'll see. In for 1, pass turn. Opponent's got 2 mana here. Both colors. Maybe no Skyclave now. Verdant Catacombs. Dryad means we've got everything. There's the Dryad. Boil would be great now. Bloodbraid Elf. 4. Spin the wheel here. Let's activate this on the Dryad just in case. We hit a Lightning Bolt. Well, I'll send that upstairs. And we'll pass the turn. All right, opponent. Now I want my boil back. We've been juked. We've been juked. All right. Opponent's got all colors. Plays a Ramunant, gets a land back, and another land back. All right, so my opponent's got plenty of mana here. Follows this up with a Knight of the Reliquary as well. All right. Looking pretty good for my opponent. We hit a land. I won't play the land, and I'm just going to pass turn. Here's a perfect example where the liquid metal coating, it's kind of like, so what's this do for me? What's this do for me? Skyclave. Hits Blood Moon here, no doubt. Now they can fetch for Field of the Dead after fetching with, well, they don't even have to use these. They're already all types. They can also get a Valakut and start shooting stuff as well. Our best line here is now, I couldn't tell you. Honestly, I think we're just dead because of all the fetch lands. All right, opponent gets us here with the Skyclave taking rid of the Blood Moon and just goes to town with the Dryad. Dryad off the top was really good. Next card was a Blood Moon, which would shut this down, but we didn't get there. They got the Skyclave before we did. All right. 0-1. Not a great start here. Not a great start. We have not really seen Thieving Skydiver at all yet. All right. Opponent found. Let's keep it going. Let's play first. All right. This could be kind of interesting here. Hit a land. Let's go ahead and keep. We got 2 lands here. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. What's going on, Uncle DB? How you doing? Basic Forest. Blood Moon looking terrible now. Utopia Sprawl, naming red. All right, we'll play a Renin 6 here, an uptick. No fetch land to use yet. We can hit that fetch land. Renin 6 is going to get a little bit better. One's got all the colors here and plays Blood Moon. Well, who needs Blood Moon? This would have been a good one to have, but we don't have it. Pass the turn. No basics for us. Plays a mountain, plays a Bloodbraid Elf, spins the wheel, hits a Ponza figure. All right, Magus. Attacks Renin 6 for 3, probably. And does so. All right. We draw a Seasoned Pyromancer. I will shoot 1 upstairs, pass turn. Who needs that extra land? That's just silly. We look like Temur. Maybe we won't show them too much more. I don't know. We could definitely still win this with a Bloodbraid Elf, Seasoned Pyromancers and stuff. 2 damage at Renin 6, 3 upstairs, 15, 19. Second main. 3 mana, pillages away a land. All right, we do hit a land. The question is, do we want to show them this? We're a 3-turn clock. Let's assume that this sticks. Utopia Sprawl here, red. Following turn will be at 10. Seasoned Pyromancer to follow that up. Getting rid of Blood Moon and Ancient Grudge. Getting 2 creatures. I suppose we don't want to give this game up that easily. This doesn't really show too much here. I am naming red with the Utopia Sprawl. Mr. Jangles, I checked in a little bit with you last night. I was watching. Just a little bit. You were playing some version of Punisher when I came by. Alright. In for 5. Puts us to 8. Plays a Bone Crusher Giant. We're going to need these Seasoned Pyromancers to defend us like crazy. Please don't pillage this. Pillage this, we lose. Plays Bone Crusher. Follows this up with a Cloythus. Alright. We're going to go ahead and give up here. Not because I want to, but because blocking here, we block here, here, and here. We take 2 plus 2, and then it's 2 turns from there. I can't keep Cloythus checked here. Unfortunate. Alright. Blood Moon can come out here. Lightning Bolt plus something else. We have something for this. Do I see any potential in multicolor snow control with the printing of new fetchable snow duels? No. I don't think so. What is snow getting you that the normal fetch lands or normal shock lands are not providing you? Playing on curve is more important, probably. I don't really have anything else for this. We just got to go with 2 Blood Moons here. I'm not going to play Veil to have a cantrip. Like, yeah, you could play Ice Fang. Cool. You can play Ice Fang already. So losing the tempo just to continue playing Ice Fang in the snow control lists already, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Hopefully it does, Mr. Jangles. Always do the view deck when you start your league before hitting play. That way you can check to make sure it's the right list. I want this thieving to work. I want this to work in some capacity with the coding here. If it doesn't for me, it's just going to further cement that I think this card's just awful to be running main deck. And I don't want to come to that conclusion. Something's here. Someone 5-0'd with it. Actually, there's been 3 lists that 5-0'd with this type of liquid metal coating, Ancient Grudge, Abrades. Maybe we're just keeping the wrong hands. Maybe we're in the wrong place. Let's play first. All right. Well, we could Blood Moon them. Blood Moon is considered one of our worst cards here. All right, we'll try this. I know that they're... Hear me out. I know they can pillage me. And I know Blood Moon's not the greatest against them. We'll just play it out and see how it goes. Gonna make that red mana. Go ahead, opponent. Windswept Teeth. My opponent will be good against Blood Moon here. Basic Forest, their own Utopia Sprawl. Yep. There's an Abrade. Let's go ahead and play out another forest here. Actually, no. Let's do Stomping Ground. Let's shock in here and let's play the Blood Moon. Maybe I can get them to play a Seasoned Pyromancer. Playing the Blood Moon here, if they decide to do anything but pillage me, I can then play Liquimetal Coating and shoot the basic forest. And this may actually be effective here. Hoping for no pillage. They do indeed pillage me. All right. We'll play Liquimetal Coating down, pass the turn. We'll see how bad this hurts this coming turn. Fingers crossed it's not too bad. Because then I can Liquimetal Coating the forest here. Opponent gets a God of Destiny, which is pretty good. Let's go ahead and get rid of their forest. They can always still make green, which is maybe a problem for us. Might be a problem. We'll see how much of a problem it becomes. We have 3 lands in our graveyard and 2 in theirs. So they've got some time to use this. I wouldn't be surprised if God of Destiny beats us here. Not be surprised at all. Takes a land. This is where they can make green and play like an Arbor Elf. They could play a bird. No Utopia Sprawls currently. 3 mana. Seasoned Pyromancer is a good one. Arbor Elf and a Bloodbraid Elf. Opponent's got 4 a turn, 5/6 with the God of Destiny here. So 6 damage, and then 6 damage again. So we're on a 3-turn clock here. I don't have board wipes. I have Karn. I have Seasoned Pyromancer as a chump blocker. That's about all I've got, though. I want to make some more green mana. Extra green here. Bloodbraid Elf. Alright, we'll just concede here. Well, we played the Blood Moon because if they didn't have exactly pillage, maybe they had Blood Moon because we showed them a breeding pool, they would maybe not have anything there to play. And then we could do the Liquimetal Coating and shoot off the forest was the idea. But it didn't come together. Is Ponza still a good deck? No, not really. You're going to play more Gruul mid-range than you are Ponza. Gruul mid-range is the better of the green and red decks right now. Beneficiary cards like Skred, Dead of Winter, Thin Ice combinations, so scrying sheets. Basically, you're thinking of Skred, red reaching to second color. Last year, red-green Christmas lights. Somewhat popular snow deck. I have no idea what red-green Christmas lights is, which would tell me it's wasn't that popular. Not sure. Let's keep this hand. All right, we found thieving. Let's make it happen. I mean, I would tell you go for it, but I don't see it being anything extra beneficial. Ooh, we have a deck that has an artifact in it, just not many of them. My opponent mulligans to 5 here. They're the all-in version of... They're the all-in version here of Charbelcher. A fast Karn would be nice to have. I think the stuff that you're mentioning there, Skred's fine, Dead of Winter's fine, and Ice Fangs and other things. Your problem is that those are almost all creature interaction. I would just be worried. All right. Well, we could play Blood Moon. They do have Recross the Pass, which we would stop. Which isn't a bad thing to stop. We wouldn't be able to do thieving, though. I wonder if we care about doing that, though. Let's see what this is. If this is like a Pentad Prism, then things get kind of interesting here. So I can kick this next turn to take this. So this turn I think I play a Seasoned Pyromancer, getting rid of my 2 lands. I don't want to get rid of 2 lands. I suppose I could play a Blood Moon here and then try to Thieving. But if I do that, then I can't Thieving. So Blood Moon's probably not the play here. It might be just... Let's do a Wooded Foothills and pass. I can't steal it. I can't steal it this turn. I can steal it next turn. It's too expensive. Gosh, we're gonna see a recross the paths. Okay. So if I get a Karn the Great Creator off the top, I can win. Because this recross the path is basically just gonna set up Goblin Charbelcher. If they think they're going to have that mana from the Pentad Prism, maybe I can do something there. They're going to just put land. They're going to put the Reforge the Soul on top. I'm trying to think what else they'll put. Unless they're on the hot Void Snare tech. What? What Void Snare? What are you talking about, Spider? What are you talking about? We can pretty much see what they have here. I didn't look immediately, but... Uro won't do it. So we'll bottom Uro. We'll take a random draw here instead of fetching. So Liquimetal, that doesn't do it either. I'm worried about showing them too much here. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, right? Let's steal the Pentad Prism, see if it matters. But I'm not going to show them red here. We could get punished for not showing them red, but... I'm down for trying this. Cast with Kicker. I'll take your Pentad Prism, please. Thank you. If it's Reforge, I would have to dump my hand here. Hey, look. It's mine. Do I even bother here? We have a Desperate Ritual first. I'm going to concede here because I'm pretty confident my opponent has this, so I don't show them that I have red. There's a Karn. It was one deeper. One deeper. All right. I could kick for 1 and take nothing. If I kicked for 1, I'd take nothing. Alright, we'll look for Karn, obviously. I wonder if I want Veil. This Blood Moon in here, and the whole package here without the ability to get a basic island is kind of weird, because you want a basic island for this. I think that would be one of my first things I would change. Alright, I'm not going to worry about them countering. We're just going to try to find Karn. Let's play first. Well, This is where, like, basic forest island would be nice. I think I can go ahead and try this with the thieving and see if we can take the stuff and not let them recross the paths. We'll give it a shot, but I don't see this really working here either. I'm kind of disappointed with the list so far. Instead of grudge, there's one of the dredges, shenanigans. The idea is grudge can be used twice. Play bop. Bop into Blood Moon. You don't want to be drawing just shenanigans over and over. I think it's just strictly you want to be doing... you'd prefer to be doing... just Ancient Grudge here. You get to use it possibly twice or once and once, and then you're drawing other cards. All right, Blood Moon here, just trying to keep them off of their recross the paths. If they play a Penta Prison here for 1, I get to Ancient Grudge it, which is kind of a nice thing. The defense grid, that we'll just take care of that. It's not a big deal. Do I even care about doing this right now? They brought this in because they saw blue-green, by the way. What if I steal this from them? I could steal this. It doesn't do me any good. It's like Seasoned Pyromancer ditch 2 Ancient Grudges here. It's kind of silly, but not. So let's do that. Hold on to our thief. All right, this looks fine. Pass the turn. Got this nice Renin 6. We've got 4 power on the battlefield. We got an extra thieving, so I can steal. Watch them play Charbelcher, and I get to steal the Charbelcher. I could Ancient Grudge the Gridge if I wanted to. Manamorphose from our opponent. Makes that green mana they so desperately need. Manamorphose again. This is why Blood Moon doesn't always shut it off. Looking for recross. They find a land. 3 mana available. If they recross here, we're dead next turn. Desperate Ritual. Ironcrag plays Charbelcher and shoots us for lethal. Alright. You got us. Turn 3. We needed the Karn. That's one of our few interactions. You could make an argument I should be bringing in the Pithing Needle. So maybe one card I could have added instead of like a Trickster, a Thieving Skydiver. This isn't... I don't want this to justify why I still think Liquid Metal Coating is bad. Come on, we gotta win something here. We have to win something here. Don't make me run this twice and have to play it again to get a win. It's not what we're doing here tonight. Yeah, siding the needle would have been correct. We're kind of trying to stay on the whole thieving, liquid metal, abrade package and using Blood Moon to disrupt opponents, but it's not really working here very well. Not working the greatest. If you don't hit that liquid metal coating, you have kind of Ancient Grudges and abrades that are a bit, I won't say completely dead, but they're not doing a whole lot. All right, we're 0-3. My opponent is 0-0, and we hit the triple Seasoned Pyromancer hand. No lands. Mulligan. Here's a 1-lander. We know how we feel about those. Double Karn here. This one's a mulligan as well. 1-lander again with a Utopia Sprawl. This isn't good either. The new list. This was like the latest list I saw. So I don't know where the new list is. Mulligan this one as well. Apparently we're just going to get one landers. Hey, look, I found lands. I found lands. I found lands. We're gonna play a land here and just see what my opponent does. Eldrazi Temple. All right, that tells me enough. Let's go. Sideboard we go. We're keeping everything. We're hitting submit. We know what we need to get now. We got it. Blood Moon away. The 2/3 Dream is still alive. Did you see how many 1-landers and 0-landers we had there? It took us a mull to 2 to find a second land. Unbelievable. All right, let's keep this. Should have led with Foothills. If I lead with Foothills, my opponent's going to think that I am red-green. Leading with Misty keeps it all a mystery. Big mystery. Too bad it doesn't work because I don't have a basic. We're not going to play Liquid Metal Coating down just yet. We're doing Blood Moon. Don't worry. I know everyone's like, but Karn. Just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Opponent's like, uh-oh. 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 Alright, Blood Moon down. Go ahead, opponent. You typed that before the mulligans? The mulligans have happened. Blood Moon in play. Opponent's like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. And yeah, we could probably have Liquid Metal Coating down. Draws with Maze Mine, finds a temple. An Eldrazi temple. Alright, let's go ahead and put a Karn down here. I'm gonna go grab a bridge. Pretty safely. Where's bridge? There it is. Go ahead. They can't thought not me. I've got the Liquid Metal Coating. We got the Blood Braid. There's a waste. Alright, I presume they want to take bridge here. I will Liquid Metal Coating the waste away and slap down an Arbor Elf to defend. They're like, uh-oh. Look, they had to take the Liquid Metal Coating. Play an Arbor Elf, play a bridge here. We'll go up or down? I guess up here. And pass the turn. It's a mountain. All the mountains. Hello, what's going on, Mikey Hopkins? How's it going? Power plant here. Looking for that Liquid Metal Coating off the top. Chalice on 1. Well, we can take care of that. Followed by Chalice on 1 again. Walking Ballista. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of the Chalice. I know this waste is here still. We'll get to that. Let's play Arbor Elf here. We're gonna spin the wheel a little bit with this Blood Braid. See what we hit. Hit a Bird of Paradise, seems good. And we'll pass the turn. All right, next turn here, we're gonna go get that Liquid Metal Coating with the waste. Get rid of that with a Karn in a couple turns. Not worried about on 6 here for my opponent, although Ugin is a thing they could play. We'll see if they have Ugin. Ugin shoot Blood Moon, have tons of mana. 6 mana. Oh. Oh. Oblivion Sower. I see. Gets a mountain. That's my mountain. That's mine. Can I have that back? Can I get that back? Thank you. All right, let's go get that liquid metal coating. Let's grab the one that they exiled. That's always kind of fun to do to them. Liquid metal coating. Upkeep stop here. I could steal their Walking Ballista here. What if I steal their Walking Ballista and start using it against them? That kind of would be fun. Let's do that. The other thing I could steal is Maze Mind Tome and start using that. Let's go ahead and steal a Walking Ballista. Why steal Walking Ballista when I can steal the Waste right now? Right? I want to Waste. That seems like a great card to have. Let's do this properly. Can I have? Thank you. I've got a Waste now. I'm fixing my mana. I stole it. It's on my side now. If they're gonna steal land from me, I'll steal land. That's how this works, opponent. 6 mana, new Oblivion Sower. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are we doing here? Oh, Forest and Misty. And Wooded. Ay, 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 ay. That's way too much. New liquid metal coating. Kind of worried about what they could kill me with now. Let's make blue, green, and this. Play an Uro. See what else I could draw here. A Blood Moon. Well, an extra Blood Moon kind of makes things interesting. Let's go ahead and kill a mine here. We'll play down a Blood Moon. I think I want to go ahead and play down this liquid metal coating as well. Just kind of get everything out there. Pass the turn. And pass the turn. You sent your Prime my way? Well, thank you. You have to refresh the page for you to share it on the stream, and then the notification comes up. You know what's the best thing that you can do for an opponent like this? Is you can be sure that every land they own is a gift from you. And as long as it's a gift from you, it's okay. It's okay. Look at this. They're owned by me. Whoops. 2, 3. Seasoned Pyromancer. See if we can hit something like Ancient Grudge or whatever. Don't quite hit Ancient Grudge. Uro here. Untap. Now I can put blue out. This is nice. Blue. Continue to kill their lands slowly here. And pass the turn. Look at how nice we were. We gave them all of our lands. We're a good Ponza player. We're a friend. Oh, you're gonna steal one and kill one? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna steal and kill. What's up, Squad Chief? How's it going? Happy raiding. Happy raiding. Alright, we're in game 3 here. We got a chance. It's the Squatchies. I see that bongo cat. Haha cat. More Skydivers. We're trying. Skydiver hasn't been too kind to us. Opponent's Eldrazi-tron, though. Alright, what does this hand do? A whole lot of nothing. Liquid Metal Coating plus Seasoned Pyromancer, 4 lands. We could probably do better than that. We could go get a Blood Moon, hopefully. So, mulligan. Ah, Blood Moon. Ah, bird. Alright, I'm going to keep this against my better judgment. It's a 1-lander, but we got that Renin 6. That should be good enough, right? Get rid of the Bloodbraid Elf. We're going to use Seasoned Pyromancer as the best pyro ever. Basic waste for my opponent. Alright, Bird of Paradise. I'm going to get this off of probably just a Stomping Ground. Go ahead, opponent. No 1-landers? I justified it. I explained it. We good. We're good. Don't worry about it. Chalice of the Void on 1. Alright, well I have plenty of ways to get rid of that. Let's go ahead and do this. Renin 6. Pick up the Misty and pass turn. Unfortunately for us, we can't quite get Utopia Sprawl down, something busted next turn. That's alright though. Oh, we're good. We've got our Renin 6. We're good on lands. Mazemind Tome for my opponent. We'll fetch a basic here. It's pretty simple to do. Top deck's a Seasoned Pyromancer. 1, 2, 3. Seasoned Pyromancer. Get rid of Utopia Sprawl plus Seasoned Pyromancer or Blood Moon. Let's do Blood Moon. Basic plus the fetch land. We're looking good here. Pretty happy with where we're at. Now we have Karn or Blood Moon next. Loki's extremely sneezy. It'll be okay, Loki. Hang in there. Last God's gonna give you a treat. Scries and puts the card to the bottom here with the Mazemind Tome. Opponent takes a draw. Just kidding. They scry first. Then they'll take a draw. Scries to the top. They like that card. Uh-oh. Power Plant. 4 mana. The Greatest Thought Seers. Alright, let's see what they take here. Karn, Blood Moon. Karn or Blood Moon. We're looking pretty okay here so far. I know in some way they want to take this Blood Moon, and another way they want to take this Karn. We have 4/5 mana here. Renin 6 is almost all the way up here. You think they'll take the Karn? They might. Karn's a dangerous card for them. They do take the Karn. We have more Karns left in the list. All right. Let's go ahead and pick up the Misty. Going to play the Misty. We're going to fetch with the Misty. Go get a basic. Going to play the Blood Moon here, and we're going to play the Liquid Metal Coating and pass turn. We've got a Renin 6 at 6. We have Liquid Metal Coating in play. Seasoned Pyromancers. Extra 1 to follow up. Looking pretty good here. Looking pretty good. Opponent's got 2 cards plus this draw. They might do some scrying. Choosing the scry instead of using the draw. I like that. Scries to the bottom and takes a random draw. Land. 5 mana. Are we smashing? Oh, their own Karn. I'll make this an artifact. I made it an artifact. We're just doing this to confuse my opponent. Oh, it's an artifact. Got it. So if they down tick here, we're able to kill the Karn. Oh, Pithy Needle. Countered. You should have upticked on your own Chalice and then Pithy Needled to Renin 6. That's really awkward. That was awkward. Upticks with Karn, so we can't kill it. Okay. Looks like I'm going to do some stuff with Seasoned Pyromancer. Let's go ahead and use Seasoned Pyromancer here. I don't think I need this extra forest, and we can always pick it up with the Renin 6. Okay. Let's go ahead and ping here and pass turn. Blocks here, 2 more in. Let's go ahead and attack Karn with everything. I've already played my land for the turn, we're good. We're good. They'll block right here, that's fine. Basically offering them up to go ahead and attack the Renin 6 here. Seasoned Pyromancer will be used for tokens out of the yard because we drew apparently all lands. Now my opponent could get a bridge here, but bridge doesn't save them because I did attack. Down tick bridge and then I just shoot the Karn and then we continue playing Magic. The 1/4 Dream is still alive? Hold on, we've got this one that could be something. My opponent just drew a card. That's all they've done. Nothing special here. They can boot up Maze Mind Tome if they want to and start attacking Renin 6 here. A lot of things they could do. Boot up, put this to 4. Attack, attack. Chump block, or chump block this way. 2 only in. Oh, I don't know. 5 is a Reality Smasher. That's pretty easy. You should just smash. You should just smash, opponent. Waiting to use the Karn based on whatever we do here. Let's try to keep Renin 6 around just a little longer. You never know when this might be valuable. Keeping in mind that we can't quite make this into anything. Draw a Utopia Sprawl here. That doesn't do us a lot of good. Grab this forest before we lose it and pass the turn. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 next turn, which is a Karn down tick. Go get a bridge. That may not be valuable enough though, because they can Karn uptick our bridge and kill it. Fluffy's gotta bail you out. Good magic. Good magic. All the squad chiefs are like, this is really bad magic. There's no funky tunes here. This Fluffy guy is just not entertaining. We only saw like 3 emotes from Squad Chief folks. They're not interested. They abandoned us. They don't like wolves. Sky Sovereign here. Shoots Renin 6 with the Sky Sovereign. Goodbye, Renin 6. I could really use not flooding out. That's what I could really use here. I don't play any music here. Oh, shoot. Might have accidentally screwed that up. needed to animate this to be able to kill this. Dang it. I got distracted. We should have the Season Pyromancers. I F6 because we were talking about funky tunes. Karn. Then what? Pithing Needle? That'd be hilarious. And they just attack and they can use this stuff. You think Wormcoil is the play? We really goofed this up, and I'm waiting for the punt. We had F6 instead of putting the Season Pyromancer token in. If we had that, we would be attacking this and killing it. And then I'd be Karn down ticking and getting bridge. Karn up on Chalice. Hey, Big Ben, thank you for the sub. Didn't need that. I've punted. Can't get any of these because of the Chalice. I mean, I can go get bridge. I just don't know what that's going to do for me, other than I guess it keeps this in check. And then the follow-up to that is to kill the Chalice and maybe get the Pithy Needle down before this gets to activate on the bridge, which is their way around it. Bridge currently doesn't die. Not that we're aware of. 1, 2, 3... If they get another land, it could potentially die. I think it's still our only out here. He put pressure on the bailout. He pressured us. All right, we're still going to go ahead and attack this Karn to make things weird so they can't go grab anything. We just got to play to the next level by our punt. We're making ourselves a better Magic player. Take that Karn. Get out of here. All right, they can't fetch with their Karn, so they can't go get Walking Ballista on the and all. Not that we're worried about that because of this Karn. I basically need to uptick on this Chalice and then downtick on this Karn to go get a Pithy Needle and shut off the Karns. Because upticking on bridge here and then having a removal spell is their out currently. And maybe there's a point where I can kill their Karn because it's only going to be about 2 or 3. Walking Ballista. Okay. That can't be activated. Karn's going to go up here. We're looking pretty okay. Could be worse. Up's on the Maze Mind Tome here. Looks like they're going to attack in here and I have to block with Bird. Because I didn't play Utopia Sprawl. Which is fine. I'm not going to need blue for forever. We have this for blue. All right, uptick on Chalice here. And we'll make blue and like, I don't know, blue again or something. We'll split this as well. Just make lots of blue mana for the future. Go ahead, opponent. Well, it wouldn't matter. I could get rid of their Chalice. I had the Utopia Sprawls. It's not like the bird was going to do anything extraordinary. Before I F6 here, I'm going to get these Season Pyromancer tokens back. Our next plan is Pithy Needle on Karn. And then we sit here and stare at each other. And I'll be honest, I don't know where we go from there. Oh. What are you going to go get, opponent? Pithing Needle? In response, should be shutting down Waste. I click through, stopping myself from seizing Pyromancer. Look at this guy. Well, they would just float it anyway. Arbalist isn't out because of Karn being used. But if they go get Pithing Needle, I can't go get my Walking Ballista. My opponent gets a Mystic Forge. What? That card's useless. Plays New Karn. Forge is pretty useless. Opponent plays a map here and they've got their own Karn. Yeah, but what are they going to cast into here? Oh, I have 6 again, where I need to get the Season Pyromancer tokens. I mean, we technically draw out faster than my opponent, so I'm a little bit frightened about what this means. We get a new Karn. Okay, so what does this new Karn mean for us? We can go get the Pithing Needle. I play new Karn and I can go get something else that I would like. The question is, what would I want? Just a Wormcoil Engine? I guess I want a Wormcoil Engine. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Play new Karn here. And then Karn down, take Pithing Needle. And then we can hold up to 6 cards and start smashing. This game feels stuck. We're gonna get it unstuck soon. Maybe. Maybe. I tapped red when I shouldn't have. We've made so many mistakes. This is our nice warm-up game where we just punt the whole thing away. KO, we're doing bad things. Remember that with our blue thief guy, we can steal some stuff. So we might be doing that, like steal their Mystic Forge. Why am I punting? Because I'm making it interesting. Making it entertaining. All right, go ahead, opponent. I've got a Wormcoil. Ta-da! Wormcoil. Now what? Sample. 5 mana. Smash. All right. Season Pyromancer, and we're going to start holding stuff here so that I can eventually attack with Wormcoil. Because I think we've got to get the game unstuck, as we kind of hinted. We are at 9 life. They won't attack me with the 2/2 Walking Ballista. They won't attack me with a Thought Knot either. Then I can do Wormcoil, and hopefully by then I'll have something that I can do something else with. Spyglass. What are you gonna name? Karn the Great Creator? What you gonna name there with that Spyglass? Arbor Elf. Name the Arbor Elf. Named Liquimetal Coating. They can draw into more outs. Well, Well, we'll give it a shot. I'm feeling confident about this option. We also really don't have another option. What if they have Karn or Ulamog or who knows what else they have? They'll just destroy bridge and start smashing my face in. And before Mystic Forge decks them? It's a possibility. Hey, breeding pool. All right, go ahead, opponent. You may attack me. Oh, look. I've got all these Uros in my hand and I can't do anything with them. Blast Zone? Blast Zone's Blood Moon. Whoa, this is a lot of mana. Oh gosh, here's this Oblivion Sower. Actually, they could exile stuff that gets us out of this. There's the thief. They steal my land. They stole the thief. All right, 38 to 29 cards here. This is a little more sketchier now with the Wormcoil Engine plan. Blood Moon. Go ahead, opponent. Can everyone read the cards really nicely? Good, I'm glad. Whoa, everything shifted. All right, I don't know what they played, but everything shifted. Ooh, okay. Now what? Can I take anything of relevance here? There's nothing relevant, right? Steal their forge. I mean, we're getting decked here. I'm not sure if there's a different out for us. Actually, I think I see an out here. The flying ship. I can't activate it or anything. It just sits on my side. Oh, yeah, this is flying. All right. Cast with kicker. We're going to make it 4. Boom. Then we kill their Karn, and then we have to unlock our Karn with our Pithing Needle. Steal this. It's mine now. Thanks. This is flying. We have an Arbor Elf. All right. Go ahead, opponent. Steal the ship, attack with a flyer. The ship can't activate abilities, can't be activated. We're fine. Ship is a dry port. It's stuck on land. It does nothing. All right, I can cast colorless spells. What's it? Karn, the Great Creator. Play new liquid metal coating and pass the turn. I kind of want to keep 2 to 3 cards in my hand all the time, so this always gets in. The ship can attack them afterwards. We have more of these. We have more of these. Play a land here and attack. Let's get rid of this Karn. I'm doing good, Amulet. I'm gonna steal that check mark one day. You better be careful. I'm gonna steal it in 2021. When it disappears, you'll know where to come. Be like, Fluffy, let's have a talk. You need the cards to be smaller? I'm trying. There it is. The card we all needed. Let's make more green mana. Green. The great creator. All right. The question is, what do we... Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are we floating red? Dismember? I was just about to unlock the battle. Map for my opponent. All right, well, we're gonna hold on to the Ancient Grudge until it's relevant. Let's make sure we make lots of mana next turn. Okay. We're gonna get this thieving down. We're gonna kill their Karn. And then from there, I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna do some crazy stuff. Whoa, calm down. That's 6 mana. It's Ugin. Ugin. All right. Thief comes back down. We're going to steal, I suppose, Boat now. There's so many things. Actually, I could probably steal Walking Ballista and make use of it. Give me the blue land here. Cast with Kicker. 2, 3, 4. You know what? I'm gonna use a lot here because then it gives me all the options. I just got to think about this now. I do 5 because now I can steal anything. I probably, honestly, just steal Walking Ballista. It's mine. My Ballista. And then at end step here, I can kill Spyglass and Pithing Needle. And we'll go from there. Boat's a higher upside. We won't need Boat. I don't want the Boat. Karn is selling a boat that's been on land too long. It's got holes in the bottom of it. Karn's just trying to deal with this. It's like, oh, they steal. This is true. This thing can happen too. I gotta find a way to get through this, apparently. You can't see on mobile? You don't need to see on mobile. Just look away. Are we gonna play a new Walking Ballista? All right. We're still gonna go after this Ugin and we can kill this too soon. Chalice on 2. Oh. Okay. Do I need to unlock the Karns here briefly? So that I can have the Ancient Grudge later? Well, it's not really a matter of what I can get, it's what my opponent can get. But I have to kill that to unlock my Ancient Grudges in the future. I can't make Karn an artifact. Static ability. Thinking. I'm allowed to think, opponent. I've got more time than you. Don't throw those question marks at me. Don't throw those question marks at me. I managed my clock. I'm allowed to think a moment here. Can't I Pain Grudge? No. Activated abilities. Oro, that's not how it works. This is still CMC2. I just don't have anything for the Karn over there. But I don't think I can let this be on 2 because I need a way to kill their Karn with another thieving if I draw it. Alright, we're gonna unlock Pithy Needle here, and I don't think I have to fire off the other side of the Ancient Grudge yet. Don't go under? I won't. It's fine. Don't worry. My opponent doesn't realize I got rid of Pithy Needle here. Alright, we top deck in a Braid. Let's go ahead and use this Uro briefly. So it'll draw me a card, getting me to the Braid. I'm going to use Uptick on Karn on Chalice here, unlocking a Braid and unlocking Ancient Grudge here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Attack everything at Karn here. Should unlock us and we should be good from here. Spyglass is currently naming Liquid Metal Coating. It'll be changed here in just a sec. My opponent can't block everything. We're gonna be good. I'm feeling good about this. They didn't uptick with the Karn when I got rid of the Pithy Needle. We're about to unlock our Karn. It doesn't matter if my library only has 20 cards. We'll kill them in like 2-3 turns after this. To get through to Karn. And I can get rid of some cool stuff here. Alright. In response to this, I'm gonna go ahead and destroy Sorcerer's Spyglass here. And then I will Liquid Metal Coating Ugin and Ancient Grudge Ugin away. Okay. They get a Thought-Knot Seer here. So in second main phase, I'm going to go ahead and spin the wheel here. This puts a Arbor Elf back in play because we know it's on top. So we cast that. And then we can use Mystic Forge here. And then the following turn, we can go get our own Walking Ballista and probably kill them in about 3 turns. All right, so we've cleared everything. We figured it out. I don't want to escape Uro, not yet. I don't need to. We need to dodge a big whammy here. Escaping Uro, by the way, I can re-grab Pithy Needle with Karn if we ever had to shut that off. So no cards here. We're going to use Mystic Forge since I have a little bit of life total here. Yeah, we'll stop on mine. I don't need the Misty Rainforest to get there. Thieving I'll take. We go get an artifact now. We go get Walking Ballista. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This makes us 7-7. We're like just a few turns away from killing now. Because we're going for the kill now. And I can steal something. I'm just not interested in stealing anything just at this moment. Picking up this Abrade would be super nice because I can activate and kill some stuff too here. Let's get rid of this stop. All right, let's get rid of their waste. go ahead and pump Walking Ballista here a bit. This is our line. And go ahead, opponent. It's a 10-10 here. And I kill this coming turn, as long as they don't get like Karn here. It's just an Oblivion Sower. Alright, cool. We should be good here. We'll just see if I can click as fast as I need to. So we'll remove and save target here. We're going to remove all of this. We're going to exile it with the Uro in the yard here, and then recast it for the lethal. I'm sure my opponent sees this line. My opponent will have more time than I, but oh well. Just gonna happen. Alright, Uro, help me out here. Cast Uro, make some blue mana here. A little more blue. Exile Walking Ballista, and then it doesn't really matter. We'll grab Pithing Needle. Cool. Trigger, trigger. Woo! Getting there. Land, untap here. Down tick, go get our Walking Ballista. Yes, of course I'd like to use this. Grab Walking Ballista. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's an even number. Makes it a 5/5. Oh, I had 2 more. Whoops. All right. I have to go one more turn here. I accidentally didn't tap the other 2 mana. In my haste, I forgot to tap these 2. This has been a punts galore. We're more focused on trying to get this online here and watching our time that I've actually had to do a little bit more here. Here, we'll give ourselves an extra buffer. No, I'm not really afraid. We have 2 minutes here. We're good to go. Good to go. we got there. Right around the 2-minute mark. Crazy game. I don't really know what to say. Other than the 2-3 dream is indeed alive. And we mulliganed to 2 in game number 1 of that one. This one is... I don't know. Let's just forget it. Move on. Forget it and move on. Yeah, my opponent did that Stay Frosty. Sometimes I'll do that. All right, thank you, Ralphie, Bicopel, and Tark for thus follows. That was magic as Garfield intended. that was painful magic. I don't know about this list. All right, we're 1-3. Opponent's 1-2. Opponent has the cat. The cat as their avatar. I have Karn out. All right, we're gonna keep this. We got what we want. Opponent is a Tron deck probably. This is usually a Tron deck. Tron versus Tron. All right, Chromatic Star. We will fetch basic. Basic Arbor Elf, we're going to be probably making it into a blue off Utopia Sprawl, Stomping Ground here, and we should be good to go. Let's make it happen. Ancient Stirrings for my opponent. Power Plant. We'll probably have to play this Blood Moon. Chromatic Sphere. All right, let's go Stomping Ground. Let's make blue, untap, and Blood Moon. Go ahead. We have to get Blood Moon down first. After this, we should be pretty good to go. I can use Karn. I could even thieving something crazy like an Oblivion Stone. We're good to go. Good to go. We should beat them here in game number 1. Opponent had Tron. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Karn, that great creator. Down tick, Liquimetal Coating will be our choice. Go ahead, opponent. What do you got at 4? And they have no idea that I'm doing thieving. Looks good. Blood Moon taking it down game 1. No changes. No changes. That was a good start, but again, thieving and Liquimetal Coatings, main deck, and Abrades. All right, what do I have here? I don't have a Blood Moon. I have a Liquimetal Coating. I have a thieving that I can't quite ritual out. Let's keep. What we're going to try to do is steal one of their lands. We're going to give it a shot here. Turn 2 Liquimetal, turn 3 Skydiver. Nah, no mull. We're going to do this. My opponent's mulligan to 4. They're going to have nothing to do and we're going to steal Tron. You watch. Who's Ooh. Let's not get greedy, Fluffy. Let's not get greedy. I want to put this on a basic if I can. It doesn't really change too much here. Don't worry. There's a Sylvan Scrying. All right. They have Tron. They do have Tron. All right. Let's do this. Making more red here. Liquimetal. Go ahead. All right, they went and found a tower, so tower is probably what I wouldn't mind stealing. No, no, I'm supposed to have, no, why? Big suck. I was gonna steal their tower. I don't have Bolt in here. Bolt is for the sideboard. Look at that. Oh, Bolt. Liquimetal Coatings picked up from my opponent here. They're going to upkeep us. They're going to do what we did to them. Seems only fair. Upkeep, stop on the Stomping Ground. I'll float the mana. Oh, Arbor Elf. So now they kill this. We can concede here. Game 3 we go. We got so in on the thieving that we lost. Classic mirror match. Karn versus Karn. Let's play first. 1 lander's not worth a keep here. Let's mulligan this. All right, this has a lot of mana. What do we do with said mana? Not a lot currently. All right. Keep this, get rid of Wrenn and 6. And pray. And pray. It's not crazy mana. It's turn 2. Seasoned Pyromancer will hopefully draw us into something. Snap Keep? That's not a Snap Keep. Not against Tron. It's probably a keep. Probably a keep, but Snap Keep's going a little far here. Mulligan to 6, Mulligan to 6. Even matchup. Even. Where is the... Alright. Basic. We'll make... what have I done? Let's just... Clicking the wrong thing, because we're awesome. Oh, it's completely fine. Look at this. This is great. Arbor Elf, and we get to Ancient Grudge. What a not punt. What a not punt. We would have the Arbor Elf down too as well. Opponent's going to use the Ancient Grudge, the star, all the good stuff here. Alright, let's put new Arbor Elf down. Untap. New Arbor Elf down. Seasoned Pyromancer. Land. Fetch. Breeding Pool. Use Ancient Grudge. They draw, but they don't get green mana, which is probably important. All right, we have infinite mana now. We have accelerated to infinity and beyond. We're going to the moon. We've punted too many games here. We need to get to Red Prison and get saved by Blood Moon. Extra tower for my opponent. Finds a sphere, which gives them the green mana that they probably desperately need. Uses a Sylvan Scrying here as well. Alright, opponent is good to go. Put this down. Let's go ahead and Uro. Let's fetch in response to this. Let's pick up another Stomping Ground. Shock it in for good measure, because we're going to top deck something crazy. Well, it wasn't crazy. We'll attack with everything. Liquimetal Coating with a Ancient Grudge would be sweet. Opponent has Tron, +3, 10 damage, 10. In before Ugin? Well, you just have to accept Ugin as a possibility. Karn, the greatest of creators, is not here, but the liberated Karn is. What does that mean for us? They should probably kill Liquimetal Coating. If they don't, I top deck like Ancient Grudge or a Braid. This is dead. They kill any of these though, this dies. So maybe they have to go up. Two, three, four, five. I hit this for 5 then, putting it down to 5. My opponent clearly has no follow-up card here to play. At least none that blocks. We have 1, 2, 3 currently in the bin. They exile this forest, puts a 4th one because of the Utopia Sprawl. I agree. My opponent's saying it's interesting. Do I keep Karn alive or give you a draw? If they plus, maybe go face for 5. I don't know if I like keeping Karn around. People think they should plus, and plus they do. Top of the library is a Blood Moon. I mean, it's a good draw. I guess I could go face now. But probably attacking this, and then they get 10 again. So the play is Blood Moon. The question is, where does the attack go? Uro isn't too bad because you have Utopia Sprawls. Guess we'll check in at Karn here. Put it to 1 when they go down here with a Karn to get their mana unlocked again. Which means we should get in. That gives them 10 mana again, though. I have sprawls, but you also want them to play green or red? Have you played the list? We've got this one on red at the moment, but we can play blue. We did that last game. You just got to be careful how you're fetching and how relevant Blood Moon is. You've seen Gigi play enough? Okay. Fair enough. Blood Moon's gone. Down to 2. Blast Zone. That blows up all of these, leaving us with a 2-2, which does kill Karn currently. Because everything died here, does make this kind of interesting. Let's go ahead and attack here with Karn getting killed. We do get a redraw here because of Uro. Would take a fetch land so I can get new Uro into play. Top deck is a forest. Pass the turn. You know you made me get a Mana Traders count? I didn't make you do anything. That was your choice. But welcome to Mana Traders. Getting to do cool things like play Magic. Ancient Stirrings here off this chromatic? Nope, we got a map. That map gets a lot of mana. Forest. Apparently my opponent can't find their next card that matters. We end up finding the ability to get a breeding pool here. And we will Uro. We'll get rid of all these Arbor Elves. Utopia Sprawl, and we'll get rid of one of the lands. We do have Wrenn and 6 that we could draw. Uro shows up. Don't tell me Uro's gonna save us here. Top of the library gives us a forest. I'm cool with playing that. And attack for 2. Pass turn. Opponent gets some land here with Expedition Map, I presume. Sitting around just for that threat, just throwing things. Sanctum. They basically told me they're waiting for a top deck here, so if they don't hit the top deck, that would do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would put 5 back in there, meaning I get to redo this. This was their top deck. They didn't play that last time. Sanctum. Can't imagine they have anything here. We're gonna go straight to combat and attempt to attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, even if I get a Blood Moon. Oh yeah, we get Liquid Metal too. Combat. Pop. Pop, pop. Pop, pop. I really do think I just use this Uro though. I don't think I need to play Thieving here. We're gonna leave ourselves the Seasoned Pyromancer, I think. Because Seasoned Pyromancer can be something. Let's top deck a Blood Moon here. Well, it looks like we're gonna steal some stuff. I could have activated on a power plant with the Liquid Metal coating, and then instead of playing Uro, played the Skydiver. Oh, I don't know if that was a punt or not. My opponent has to top deck something. You can punt me. I don't think I have to do that, but to each their own. Attack for 6 here. Let's draw a new card. Apparently I just have a bunch of Thievings here. Everyone's punting me. They don't like my play style. Just going off a whim here. Alright, we play the 1 Thieving here, and we have the Seasoned Pyromancer as well. For those saying that you should just wait on the Seasoned Pyromancer, this just gives another threat. Alright. Alright, we get a 2-3. It's a really sloppy 2-3-2. I'm not proud of how I played that almost entire league. We did get the GGs from them as well. Can I steal land permanently with Liquid Metal and Sky? Yep. That's the idea. You think we're supposed to play 2 Skydivers? I'm going to play out the Season Pyromancer tokens. What does this list try to do? Basically, it's a Ponza version list attempting to utilize Thieving Skydiver to steal actually lands. If you can get a turn 2 Liquimetal Coating, you can pretty much start stealing all kinds of stuff with the Skydiver. Now, if you're not stealing, you could also Ancient Grudge or Abrade. I stand firmly behind it's a fun list, but Liquimetal Coating does not belong in the main deck. Even if you're building around it, the worst feeling in the world is top decking Liquimetal Coating late game, and it just does nothing. But anyway, I agree with the single island from Giglio. There was plenty of times where I'm like, well, this doesn't work very well. But if you have a singleton island, it's not like you're going to get the Uro out of the graveyard. So reserve a Utopia Sprawl for blue if you can. In many cases, you should be completely fine in doing so. Sweet list, Thieving Ponza. I wouldn't play it. I just wouldn't. It's not my, it's fun. It is fun and enjoyable. I wouldn't play more than once or twice. Go do something else for a while and then come back as maybe a fan favorite if it was something like that. It's all right.